everybody, so I'm in the UK with two very, very special guests, Alex and Jake, and I'm so stoked, and we're going to have a little bit of a conversation about top surgery. So I figured we'd start just by going down the line, saying our names and whether or not we've had top surgery and whether or not we want it.
So I'm Jake, and I would really, really like top surgery, but I have not had it yet.
I'm Alex, and I have had top surgery, and obviously, I did want top surgery.
I'm Ash, and I don't like my boobs, and I would love to have top surgery.
Hi, I'm Grace, and I'll probably have to have top surgery.
I realized that I was distracted while filming this video, and we never clarified why might you have to have top surgery or a double mastectomy?
Well, I tested positive a couple years ago for a cancer or breast cancer gene that runs in my family, and it's recommended after a certain age that I do that, and I've made the decision that I would not get fake implants in that.
So it'd be like a preventative measure against
it'd be a preventative measure,
cancer.
but also it's, I don't feel particularly tied to my chest, and I think I'd feel confident without it, so that's why.
Cool. I just thought I didn't want to leave it without explanation.
Yeah, no,
it's just like a weird thing to be like, I probably have to cut off my boobs.
Yeah, not explain it. Yeah, so that's why. So it's not the same, I think, as a lot of people that opt for it, but it's something that I'm very comfortable with.
Cool. Thank you for sharing, Lovebug.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
So my first question for people who are just learning about top surgery is, there are different kinds of top surgeries, correct? Can you teach us about them?
I feel like you're the authority on this one. He does a lot of research and I don't.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay, so the most common form of top surgery is called double incision, where you basically they cut a big incision underneath, and then they scoop everything out, and then they take the nip, stick everything back together, and plop the nip back on.
Okay.
There's all different kinds. There's keyhole.
What's
where
keyhole?
They cut little incisions around the nipple and then scoop everything out so you don't get a lot of scarring. And then there's peri, which is what I had.
Right.
Which is where they cut one circle all the way around the nipple and then a smaller circle on inside the nipple. Scoop everything out and then close those bits of skin. So again, you don't get as much scarring and the nipple gets smaller.
Can anybody have any kinds of those surgery?
Well,
I read that if you have larger breasts, you probably have to do double incision. You can't do peri.
I think it depends on your surgeon. Some surgeons will do peri or keyhole, but some surgeons won't because you can get leftover skin from where it's stretched out and stuff.
Why'd you choose to do peri-areola?
My chest was really small anyway, so I qualified for peri. And my surgeon, his results were amazing for peri. And obviously, I didn't really want the scarring.
You didn't?
No.
I know that some people have a lot of pride in their scars. And they dig their scars. But I would like to not have scars, but I think my boobs are huge. You can't tell because they are they are down. But yeah, so I think I'd have to do double incision. Do you know what you want?
I think I'm doing double incision just out of preference. I am kind of on the borderline where I feel like I would qualify for either of the types, but I'm choosing double incision because it will give me better results, and even though there'll be scars, I'm not bothered about scars because I want to be covered in tattoos anyway.
Sweet.
So it doesn't really bother me.
That's cool. And when you say it'll give you better results, what do you mean?
It just means the shape of your chest, you're not going to have any sort of leftover skin.
Okay.
Building up muscle and everything, it's going to look more buff. Not that I will ever be buff, but just in case I want to get buff.
Right. If a person is thinking about having top surgery, who's their first point of contact?
How do you start the process?
I think it's all just going to a gender clinic or a private clinic. And obviously private clinics cost a lot, just like any kind of healthcare in America. It costs a lot, but here we can go private with the NHS, but then you have to get a 3-appointment assessment for them to tell you, yes, you are trans. And then you get you go through referrals for hormones if you want it, but you can't just skip straight to top surgery if you don't want hormones. But it takes just a little bit longer, just for them to make sure that is what you want. So it can take between a year and a half before you're on any waiting lists.
Oh, wow.
And that's going NHS.
Because in the States, I think the average cost for top surgery is between $5,000 and $7,000, I think.
Yep.
And that's just I think the surgery, not the consultations on top of that.
Have you started the process yet?
I'm in a bit of a weird position now where I'm not actually on any waiting lists because I've not got any contact with my doctor at the gender clinic. Just because he's weird, And he functions like really different to every other doctor because he works so differently. I probably won't get it till like the end of the year.
How do you cope and stay comfy with your chest until then?
I'm not gonna lie, it's been a bit of a struggle.
Okay.
Lately. I haven't actually like talked to you properly about this,
Ooh.
but I think I have like I feel a bit, I don't want to say less confident around you with my shirt off, but I definitely feel more aware.
You've
around
had your
you.
shirt off less around me
Yeah.
since.
And like it doesn't really bother me that I feel that way, but I know I do feel that way. I do feel a bit more like I kind of want to wear a shirt more often, but
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't like get me down or anything. It's just something that I'm aware of.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. What was the recovery time for you like? And was there anything that you thought was unexpected?
Oh, it was just, I was so sore for ages.
Mm.
I'm officially 1 month post-op today.
Oh!
But for weeks I was really sore because they put this hospital binder on you after, which is like really scratchy and so tight. It's not like regular binding at all.
Oh.
And it cut into my ribs and under my armpits so bad where I was swollen. And for weeks and weeks after, my ribs were still sore to the touch. I think that's the most unexpected thing.
How do you best support your partner through top surgery?
Well, I spent about 15 hours in the same room and left once to pee, and I went a bit crazy, but it meant every time he actually came around and opened his eyes, I was there.
Oh, best
That's
boyfriend
sweet.
ever.
However,
Oh, here we go.
the same night of my top surgery,
We were in Brighton, and my best friend lives there. Just
He went
disclosing
clubbing.
that.
yeah.
I went clubbing, and I went out to a straight bar because all of the gay bars closed down.
Okay.
And I had my favourite snapback stolen by a group of straights because I was dancing really gay with my friend.
Those straights.
The following morning, you were dead. He didn't speak to me the whole day.
A little bit hungover.
hmm
So maybe don't go clubbing.
Yeah, or compensate by making up and
Yeah.
like staying in the room for 15 hours. and
Yeah,
not
there you
peeing.
go.
I think
there
that's a
you go.
good.
That's pretty
that's a
good.
good compromise.
I'll do that for you.
Thank you. I would
I'll
appreciate
go
that.
clubbing.
Oh, my God. Is top surgery a part of every trans masculine person's narrative?
Absolutely not, no.
Would you elaborate on that a little?
I mean, some people don't even want it because they don't really think about their body as like a gendered thing. Like, people look at their bodies and they don't say it has a gender because bodies aren't gendered, people are.
I agree.
And some people can be perfectly confident with their bodies how they are. I mean, you before top surgery, like, I could look at you and think you'd already had top surgery, to be honest. So a lot of people could be lucky in that way and not even need it.
Is top surgery only for trans masculine people?
I mean, non-binary people exist, obviously, and I feel like there's a large portion of non-binary people, no matter where they fall on the spectrum, that could just really dislike that part of their body and not want it there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's quite inconvenient, I'm not going to lie. Like, no matter how you identify, it's a very inconvenient body part to have. I feel
Truth.
like.
I just wanted to make sure, yeah, absolutely, that we hit that point that, like, whether you're gender queer or non-binary or nutois or agender or anything, yeah, if top surgery makes you feel comfy and makes you feel more like who you are, then it's an option for you.
Oh,
this is a personal one.
This is a personal one. Ash would like to know, do you lose sensation in your nipples?
I like nipple sensation. I'd be bummed if it went away.
Right now, I don't have any,
Okay.
but my nipples were still attached when the procedure was done. They didn't take off my nipple from my body, so I'm supposed to have
Okay.
sensation eventually. But I'm pretty sure if you have DI, sometimes you don't.
Okay.
I think it depends on the person. Though. It depends how your nerves reconnect.
Sure.
I'm definitely okay with never having sensation ever again.
Really?
Like, so much. I hate it.
You hate it?
I hate it so much.
Why? It's just not your thing. You just.
No, no.
I like it.
So do I.
Yeah.
But right now, nothing.
Is there anything that you wish you would have known going into it that you kind of discovered?
That's a good question.
Hotels are expensive.
They are.
Like, you have to stay at a hotel if you are traveling more than like an hour.
Oh yeah, because you
Pretty
have to like
much.
travel to a specialist. It's
Yeah.
not like as easy as going to your local general hospital. Ah.
Which
Yeah.
would have been like 10, 15 minutes in the car.
The ride back was horrible.
Yeah.
I wish I brought more pillows for the ride back, because you could feel every pebble as if it was a massive boulder.
Really? Oh.
I was just so sore.
Well, thank you so much for being on my channel. And thank you for being as adorable as I thought you would be and as wonderful as I thought you would be. Yay! Yay!
Group hug.
Oh, this is secretly how I wanted to end the video. Yay! Okay, bye!